Hello everyone, this is Tekariga, and today's video is about a budget gaming computer for $750. It has a Intel Core i5, it has a MSI B150M motor micro ATX motherboard, it has a Kingston HyperX Furry Black 8GB, 2x4GB RAM, it has Samsung 750 EVO 250GB solid state drive, Gigabyte Radeon RX 480 video card, NZXT S3040 Black ATX mid-tower case, and SeaSonic S12 II 520 watt 80 plus bronze certified ATX power supply. So let's break it down. So for the processor, an i5 is one of the best, I would say, not spending too much money on for marginal performance gains. An i5 is basically top of the line. It won't really ever bottleneck for a gaming computer. Now, if money is kind of an issue and you want to have a better graphics card, or you just want the lower cost down, I would recommend you research some kind of AMD processor. It's just a good thing to do that. Just see what works best for you. But i5 also can do a bit of workstation work, not much. You can still video edit it with it kind of okay. It's obviously not as good as the i7, but if this is mostly targeted for games, you'll be fine. You can also record and stream. It just won't be as good as the i7. Just remember that. But for gaming, it's perfect. It's top of the line basically. Think of it that way. For the motherboard, we're going for MSI B150M motor micro ATX LJ1151 motherboard. And what is this? It's a B series motherboard, which means you can't overclock your processor. That's why we went with an i5 6500, not 6500K, because it's not overclockable with the motherboard. Which is good and bad. First of all, you can't overclock, so you can't get as much performance as you can if you can. But at the same time, it's good because you end up saving a lot of money off of the motherboard. And also, when you overclock, it's good for, it kind of helps future-proof your system a little bit. If you notice that you need to upgrade your parts, you can overclock it for like a year or so to get the most out of it, basically. So, an MSI does make okay motherboards in my opinion. From my past experience, I noticed that Asus seems to be the best. All my friends use it, and they have almost no problems with it. But mine, I have an MSI motherboard. It's pretty old now, kind of old, and it does have issues once in a while, or I had issues when I was building my computer. So next thing, we have memory, and it's Kingston HyperX Furry Black. 2x4. We can get 1x8 gigabyte stick, just one stick that has 8 gigabytes. But problem is 2x4, you get dual channel, which can be faster in some cases. And but it all depends. You can get a 1x8 if you want to add more memory, if you plan to get 64 gigabytes. But 8 gigabytes is fine for gaming. I recommend 16 if you have extra money, just to future-proof it. As you know, when you're playing games, you like to do other things too, like play music, have Chrome tabs open, all of that. It all comes handy in the end. For storage, we're going with the Samsung 250GB SSD. Now, Samsung, they make the best SSDs. They're still top tier, and they still make crazy good SSDs. If you have the money, go for the Pro, as it's so much faster. But the Evo, it's great for a bang for your buck. It's great, it's cheap, it's affordable. And for $74 at the time I was making this video, 250 gigabytes, that's pretty good for a Samsung SSD. They're top of the line, like durability, speed, everything. Reliability, just great SSDs. They're just, wow. Honestly, I have one. It works just fine, still blazing fast. I noticed not much slowdown, honestly, from real world experience, of course, but oh well. It works just fine. Gigabyte Radeon RX 480. This is, besides the 470, this is one of the best budget, most like top performance per dollar, you can say. Graphics card. It's really good. Has hella good value, honestly. Really good value. I recommend, if this is too much, just get the 470 if you can. You're gonna save a bit of money. And for Nvidia side, you can go for like a 1060 if that's out yet. I'm not sure. I need to recall, or 960 or whatever, 970, 980 if you have the money. But honestly, just go with this RX 480. Just great card. It's new, AMD. Just go for it. It's good. And it's made by Gigabyte, which is another good reputable brand. For case, we're going for NZXT S340 Black ATX mid-tower case. Now this is for $64, and dang, you get a lot for this case. It's black, it's nice, has a window. And NZXT, they make good cases. I have the Phantom, the full tower one, and it's It's pretty wicked, honestly. I like it a lot. And it's good, good quality. It's a case. Can't really go wrong too much with the case unless you get some crappy Chinese one or something. But well, $64, great, just great. You're doing fine. And for power supply, we're going for SeaSonic S12II 520. It's great. 520 watts. It's perfect. You don't need much more. It's not really that, unless you're overclocking in the future, but you can't really overclock with the peripherals that you already set. So this will just be fine. You'll be fine with this. And it's bronze certified, so it has some efficiency, you can say that. And also, SeaSonic makes really good power supplies. Just don't go for the Chinese knockoff ones. I know it's the best power supplies are SeaSonic and Corsair. But that's just my experience. Things can change. You never know. Most important, just do your research and make sure, because some companies do release a faulty, bad product, and it does happen. It just happens, So anyways, there you go. It depends what you want. If you if you want to do a bit of workstation, but if you want a better, more powerful gaming setup, I would reduce the CPU to something like AMD, some FX, whatever, the one for like $80 to 100 something, 120 maybe, and spend all that money into a better graphics card. Just do your research, honestly, that's most important. Just figure out what works best for you, because each build is targeted for a specific person. If you do more work, if you do this, your budget is higher, lower, it all varies. That's what's cool about building computers. You gotta pick out what you want. So it's your decision. I have the parts down below, and thank you. See you guys soon. Please leave a like down below if you liked the video. Comment down below what you want to see next, and subscribe to see more content. Thank you. Bye bye.